Ukraine's foreign minister told a top Chinese envoy that Kyiv would not accept any proposals to end the war with Russia that involved Ukraine losing territory or the placing of the conflict on hold, the Ukrainian Foreign Ministry said. Foreign Minister Dmytro Kuleba made the remarks during a meeting in Kyiv with Li Hui, who is China's special representative for Eurasian affairs and former ambassador to Russia. Kuleba discussed with Li ways to stop Russian aggression, the Ukrainian Foreign Ministry said in a statement on Wednesday. In his meeting, Kuleba emphasized that Ukraine does not accept any proposals that would involve the loss of its territories or the freezing of the Ukraine depended on respect for the sovereignty and territorial integrity of Ukraine, Kuleba said, according to the statement. There was no word on how Li responded to Kuleba. Li was in Kyiv on Tuesday and Wednesday seeking to promote Beijing-led negotiations to resolve the conflict. Li is the highest-ranking Chinese diplomat to visit Ukraine since Moscow invaded in February 2022, and his arrival in Kyiv comes 3 weeks after Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky spoke by telephone with Chinese leader Xi Jinping. Zelensky also appointed a new Ukrainian ambassador to China on the same day. The Kyiv Independent Media Organization had warned ahead of the Chinese visit that Ukraine did not need mediation for the sake of mediation. Ending the war with a compromise at the expense of Ukraine will not work, a senior Ukrainian official, speaking on condition of anonymity, told the French news agency Agence France Presse. Beijing said the aim of the visit was to communicate with all parties on the political settlement of the Ukrainian crisis. Li is now expected to visit Moscow, according to the Chinese government, and also Poland, Germany and France to discuss a possible political solution to Moscow in March, and his aim to position China as a neutral mediator has been criticized for refusing to condemn the Kremlin's attack on its neighbor and the now 15-month-long war. China has also supported Moscow politically. Officials in Beijing recently ordered foreign embassies to remove so-called propaganda on display at diplomatic missions in what is being interpreted as an apparent reference to shows of support for Ukraine. Countries supporting Ukraine see little current prospect for a negotiated peace, particularly owing to Russia's insistence on achieving its war aims and the Kremlin's demand that Kyiv acknowledge Russia's annexation of the Crimean Peninsula and the Ukrainian provinces of Donetsk, Kherson, Luhansk and Zaporizhzhia those demands and ruled out any talks with Russia until its troops pull back from all occupied territories. Zelensky's own 10-point peace plan also includes an international tribunal to prosecute crimes of aggression, which would enable Russia to be held accountable for its invasion. Zelensky told reporters during his recent visit to Italy that there was little point in efforts by certain countries to attempt to mediate between Ukraine and Russia to end the war. What was needed was a just peace based on Ukraine's formula for peace. Several African countries as well as Brazil and the Vatican have spoken out in favor of peace talks.